In this video, you'll learn how to make some simple text edits. So things like creating subtitles, bullet list, and then paragraph. So where we left off last time is we clicked on the edit button here. So this is the edit tab. There was a green button that said main content. We clicked that and then we got this screen. So now it should be blank and you should have a cursor blinking like right there. So first we're going to start off with subtitles. So when we say subtitles, Omni would call those headers. So to start off with, we're going to just type header 2, header 3, and header 4. So you may notice that it seems to be doing a double spacing every time we hit enter to create a new line, or maybe it's doing 1.5. But if you don't want that much spacing, what you can do is you can put your cursor at the beginning of the line. You can hit the delete button. And then if you hold down the shift button, then hit enter, voila. You no longer have double spacing. So I'll do the same thing with header 3. I'll hit delete, hold down shift, press enter. No more double spacing. Okay. So we're pretending that you either creating your own new page, or maybe you came to a page that has already been created and you want to change the subtitles so that they can stand out from the normal text. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to highlight the text. So in this case, we're going to use the header 2 styling. So we're going to highlight header 2. We're going to come to the toolbar. This is the toolbar. It's very similar to something that you would find in any normal word processor out there. But we're going to go to paragraph right here. So we're going to click right here. And so as you see, there's different formatting. You can do block quote, address, pre-formatted. But what we're looking for is heading 2. So one thing to note is heading 1 there should only be one heading 1 per page. So by default, the heading 1 is actually the title right here, and it does that for you automatically. So you want to start off with the next largest heading is a heading 2. So anyway, we're going to click heading 2. And as you see now, this is a great example of some of the fun things that you'll find while you're editing with Omni. So we only wanted this header to change, but all 3 of them changed. So here's a trick to kind of help you with that. So what you're going to want to do is undo what we just did. For a Mac, it is Command Z. For a PC, I believe it is Control Z. You could also click this button here in the toolbar. This is undo and this is forward. But we're going to use Command Z. So now what we want is actually more space in between these lines so that the Omni system will know that we don't want these all to be grouped together and styled the same. So I'm going to hit enter twice just to make sure. So now I'm going to highlight header 2. I'm going to go to paragraph, header 2. There we go. So the styling worked and it's where we want it. So now I'm just going to come back here and delete the extra space. So now I'm going to hit enter twice here to add some space. So I can come here, and now we're going back to the toolbar. I'm going to click up here, heading 3. So I'm going to click that, and as you see, the header 3 styling has been applied. And as you see, it's a little bit smaller. So this will help you make, if you have multiple subtitles you want to use, and maybe you want this heading 3 is actually is a part of this header. So this is a good way to show that. It also helps with Google, with SEO. Google says, okay, header 2 is probably more important than header 3. So it's just things to keep in mind. We will now delete the extra space, highlight the text. And as you guessed it, we're going back up to the toolbar, clicking here and heading 4. So there we go. So now we have 3 different headers. And again, this is just to show you and teach you how to apply subtitle styling to text. So you type the text first, then you highlight it, you go up here, you click the drop down menu, and you select whatever style you want, and you're done. So another thing to note is if I put my cursor here, the heading, it changes to heading 3. If I go here, it says heading 2. Here it says header 4. So if you ever get to a page that's already been created and you want to continue whatever system they've created, you can figure out, okay, well, what type of header is this? And you can just put your cursor over the text and then you'll figure it out. Oh, this is a heading 3. Okay. We're now going to move on to bullet list. So to create a bullet list, it's simple. Again, it's very similar to what you would do in a normal word processor. So we're going to go to the toolbar and we're going to click right here for the bullet list. And if you use this bullet list, we have it set so that it has styling for the website with these tan arrows. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type in item 1, hit enter, item 2, hit enter, and item 3. So there you go. Like I said, very simple. Again, this is just the basics of editing text. Okay, so now we're going to create paragraph text. So you may have noticed that when there is nothing typed here, there's no text, it just says paragraph because that's the default. So paragraph text is just the default text, the normal text. So for training purposes, we're just going to type in, this is a paragraph. There we go. And again, as I was saying, you click here. So this is paragraph, but it also highlights the bullet list. So you know it's a bullet list. If I click my cursor here, showing this a header 3. If I come back here, it's paragraph. So again, that's how you could, if you ever wanted to know what styling is being used for this text, you could just put your cursor over the text and this area will show you. So that is it for the basic styling. Now we're ready for the next video.